Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So, you know how YouTubers like to do those videos where they literally just... rude. Where they literally just read Reddit. Like, they go onto old people Facebook or insane people Facebook, don't know who's ever done that video before, and they literally just read like the top memes on Reddit. Well, I have found something even better than that. So when I'm bored at work or hungover at work, or just at work in general, what I really love doing, if I'm ever in a bad mood, is I like going onto the Daily Mail, clicking any article, preferably TV and Showbiz section, you'll see why in a minute, and clicking the worst rated comments. Seriously, go do it right now. Any article, just try it. It's a favourite pastime of mine. It cheers me up to no end. The Daily Mail comment section is really the armpit of the internet. See, when it comes to categorising cesspits on the internet from least cancerous to stage 5 terminal, I think it goes something like Instagram comments, Twitter, Facebook comments, YouTube comment section, Dante's Inferno and the 9 Circles of Hell, and then the Daily Mail comments. It's like 4chan, but the boomer version. So I just thought I'm going to share with you some of the favourite comments that I've seen this week. And I know I say this about literally every video I do ever, but this could possibly become a series. If you like it, I mean, it's something I like to do, just reading stupid comments and laughing at people. So if you like this video, let me know in the comment section below, and maybe I can make this into a weekly series because there is enough content. Trust me. Okay, so these first comments that I've cherry-picked comes from an article wherein they were talking about the worst drivers per town in Britain or something like that. From Tooting P Front, from Tooting. Interesting. Places with most points are the places that voted leave. Shows that they are reckless. I like how they spelt reckless with a W in it, kind of like car wreck, but I don't think that's what they were going for, really. Another Brexit comment snore. Atlantic 2012. I always hold a steady 70 miles per hour in the right hand lane and refuse to let dangerous speeders past, just doing my bit for road safety. That's like a keyboard warrior but behind a Corsa. Bad driver equals Brexiteer. Fact. On the same article, this comment is actually what gave me the inspiration to do this video, because I've been thinking about doing this video for months, because like I said, it's just a favourite pastime of mine when bored to read what idiots are saying about stupid, nonsensical things. But this comment really cemented the feeling that I had, in that I just had to get this out to the world and put this on a platform where people can know that people are this terrible. So on the same article about the cars, Know-It-All 88 from Burnley, United Kingdom. I bet they're all over 65. Nobody should be driving at that age, and women shouldn't be driving at all, in my opinion. They really have no road sense at all. In fact, I think anyone over the age of 65 should have to stop in the house from 5 PM on Fridays until 9 AM Mondays full stop. The roads would be safer, and those who work wouldn't have to deal with the aged at weekends and be able to get things done. I think this could be done by making it law that anyone 65 or over should have to wear magnetic boots between these times, and we could have some form of national magnet that we could switch on, which would stop them from moving. No, 88, the next Prime Minister of England. I love that. I really hope that that's real. It sounds like something a 14-year-old would write, like hiding on their parents' account. Okay, so the next article, whose comment section we're going to dissect, comes from Ant of Ant and Dec. Now, Ant and Dec, for those that don't know, they're this presenting duo, quite comedic. They've been around since their early 20s, they're in their 40s. They're very, very famous in England. They've had a variety of late-night host shows. One of them, Ant, has had problems with addiction, so he went to rehab. So the Daily Mail did this article. The whole article itself is quite tactless when you're talking about the very serious issue of addiction, especially someone in the public eye, a public figure, having problems with addiction. He got into like a driving accident because he was under the influence. It's a very serious situation. And what I love about the Daily Mail, right, I'm an avid Daily Mail reader if you can't tell, is that they just emphasise certain words in their titles for no apparent fucking reason. They just capitalise on things, like how they just capitalise on the fear of old people for foreigners. Ant's very sobering wake-up call. Not his car crash, not that horrific event that he went through, that car crash when he could have killed people. Not that, but Holly Willoughby, I'm not sexist, that's what they called her, made him dispensable, because tits or something. No wonder, say insiders. He's rushed back to TV after his 50 grand stint in rehab. And I picked this because there were 2.8 thousand comments, so I thought there's going to be some, I don't really want to say diamonds in the rough, more like shits in the pig pen. And I liked this one because this one comes from Tommy Robinson UKIP, who hails from Luton, and it says, bet the ex-wife, talking about Ant's ex-wife, has already polished off the Xmas tubs of chocolate. If you expected decency, this ain't the place. Your man's toy, Newcastle, saucy. I wish Ant would spit a baby into me, XX. What does that even mean? How can he spit a baby into you? That's grim. How is that even going to work? Unless he'll spit his own, like you're using you like a turkey baster. This one, Sebastian93 from Atlantis, Christmas Island. No, I have no idea what that's referencing either. Says, I bet Ant's kids are going to wake up Xmas morning to find all the chocks and cakes missing with Lardy Lisa around. No wonder Ant left, greedy guts. What I love about that is just the lack of punctuation. Like, you can just imagine, like, him typing that to himself, like, no wonder Lisa left, poor Ant, Lardy guts, oh, fat, but... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's looking at insanity without taking a breath. Love it. No wonder Ant left, greedy guts. I'm not laughing at him calling someone fat. I'm just laughing at the mentality behind someone leaving a comment like that. Or like whilst talking about something serious like addiction. So this next article was about hyperrealistic paintings and sculptures which trick viewers into thinking they're photographs. Bit of art, bit of culture. What does the comment section have to say about that? It's one thing to read the Daily Mail. There's a whole other thing to actually comment on in their articles. You need to have at least 1,000 IQ to comment on a Daily Mail article. Like, that's just the bare minimum criteria. Unoriginal username from Lawless London. Bet he's got a few thoughts on Brexit. Says, could have just printed out the photograph and used the time to do something more beneficial to society or the human race. Yeah, something beneficial to society or the human race, like commenting on Daily Mail articles. Germans are best. Hailing from Berlin, in where else? Germany. Anyone can paint a hyper-realistic painting, just takes some more time. I, for one, am not impressed. You hear that, painters? Your job is not difficult, you're not talented in any way, you haven't spent years like pouring your heart and your soul into a craft, you've just spent a couple more minutes on that. Sleep tight. Luke Warren, Dublin, Ireland. I like this comment because to begin with, you don't really know like where he's going, how he's going to angle it, but it all ties together at the end. Like a BBC drama that goes on for 4 hours. Payments of benefits to the unemployed should depend upon them taking art courses. Failure to improve week by week should see a decline in benefit. Good improvement and excellent work could attract unpredictable bonuses. Only in the Daily Mail comment section could you have like an article about paintings turn into, yeah, fucking benefits scum. For the next article comment section, what is more innocuous than Christmas dinner leftovers? You know, you have your turkey or your roast potatoes, your whatever, then you have like the leftovers in a sandwich next day. Surely people cannot argue about something as innocuous and innocent as that. Surely not. Potter from Barcelona, Spain, says, I would have thought most Brits would go for fat and sugar sandwiches. To which someone replied, I thought most Catalonians would go for independence. How would you go from turkey leftovers to fucking Brexit all the time? I like this one, Gary Fineker from Gary Fineker's house, like Gary Lineker, that crisp bloke. Disgusting, gluttonous hogs, the majority of you. Having said that, if your girlfriend owns a cat, chop and marinade one of its turds, mix it with stuffing and serve it to her. It's so unnecessary. Where did that come from? Gary Lineker, are you alright, mate? Imagine like having Walker's Chris girlfriend's cat's turds flavour. Wouldn't be a good seller, I don't think. This guy, Morpethian from Krakow, whatever, can't pronounce words, Poland. We never have leftovers, it's called management. Unnecessary. Like, yeah, very, very, very strange flex, but alrighty. Funk's our brother from Highbury, United Kingdom, a bit too close to comfort. My favourite Christmas sandwich would be a blonde to the left, dark hair to the right, and me as the fill-in. Funny, because I thought Daily Mail commenters didn't like anything that was dark.
Go for it.
We just appreciate that highlight for a second. Like, what's his name? Lightning McQueen. George, as in Prince George, as in William and Kate's baby, the 5-year-old, that kid. George finally graduates to long trousers. Kate ditches the prince's signature shorts for the first time in an official portrait. Oh, how sweet. It's just a kid. He's wearing shorts for the first time, like, ever in public. Bit weird, but okay. Surely no one can be vile about that. Surely not. Dobby, still looking for my sock, says, long trousers to cover up smack marks. Again, what I find so funny is that someone had this thought in their head, not only thought of it several times, like to solidify that it was a thought that they were going to go with, but then thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fucking manifest this thought into physical reality by writing it on the internet where nothing ever gets deleted ever. Dobby, still looking for your sock. You should look for a sense of, like, I don't know, fucking humanity. But who would write something like that? Who does that? Who genuinely does that? So I have this theory that, you know, the Daily Mail comment section is like shit posting. You're gonna get your regulars. You're gonna get people that are like well known. It's like on 4chan when people would have like trip codes, right? So with that in mind, there must be like just a select few of Daily Mail shit posters who just constantly comment on any of these articles. And this, what I'm about to read out, proves my point. Peter, West Dorset, 2 specials out of 3. Poor gene match. Bullying children who are under the age of 5, so you know, he's cool. Well, sad Pershua, says Vanessa from somewhere in Brazil. Broadland girl, England, United Kingdom. Nasty comment, as usual, from you, Peter. This next article was about a woman who donated her body to science, so to have her body frozen and milled into 27,000 hair-thin slices. Like, I just thought of that makes me feel ill. To become a digital cadaver. Like, I can't, don't roast me in the comment section below because of my pronunciation of words, because I can't pronounce words properly, because I just used to read so much when I was younger, because I'm so fucking smart that I can't pronounce words properly, whatever, it's a thing. Trust me, it's a thing. I just had to see what the good people of the Daily Mail had to say about science, because usually those 2 things, well, one of these things is not like the other. Good for her. She provided enormous data for science. Good comment so far. Most people would never agree to such sacrifice. Brilliant. Bit of like, you know, wiseness from the worst comment section on the internet. Until Maxwell replied, it's hardly a sacrifice though. I mean, she's dead. She does need her body, so why is it a sacrifice? But you know what? Is he that wrong? He has a point. On this one, from Ricky. From Ricky187, I love this one. Old folk, ... silly, and a waste of space. Well, we have those super old folk now, don't we? What do they do all day? The wonders of medical science. You can hear the bitterness in his voice. I bet Zach, who did that comment, I bet he really fancied having a really big inheritance. But then his nan decided to live selfishly for like another 20 years. So he can't spend all the money on crack. I'm joking, it's the Daily Mail, they don't do crack, they just do cocaine. Blatant lies. You can't cut someone into 27,000 pieces. Sorry. There's so much I love about that comment, just like the fact that they would think that me, the reader, is going to believe random person, JS179 from Manchester, over actual scientists on the National Geographic channel. That level of hubris is astounding, and I aspire to be that insane one day. Or this one, I love this one, from Orange Water. weird woman. Someone replied, why? And they never got a response. I love the equivalent. The equivalent of that is like just like going into a room full of people, looking inside, just going weird, closing the door, walking off. No one ever hears from you again. Why bother? Not all opinions need to be said. Ricky187. Use up taxpayers' money and bus seats. Who? What are you talking about? Now, this is the last one. I mean, I've loved all of them, but this one, ironically, does take the cake. So the article in question was, meals at restaurant chains contain more calories than fast food outlets like McDonald's and KFC, with the average full-service dinner at 1,033 calories. The article itself is kind of like so redundant. So you're telling me that food contains calories? Wow. Stop the press, or maybe don't in this case. But the conversation on this was fantastic, because for some reason they just all kept referencing breakfast. They all kept referencing Brexit. Brexit means breakfast, apparently, in this case anyway. Mickey Two Shoes, Melbourne, Australia. Chain restaurants, those are the places the drooling Brexiteers go to. Mate, you're in Melbourne, Australia, like why do you give a fuck? And think it's fine dining, aren't they? Where the payment is often in vouchers, and satisfaction in a meal is also the quantity. You say that, but have you ever had like a 2 for Tuesdays at Domino's? No wonder Brexiteers are sweaty, wheezing creatures waddling around in pink, clammy rage. I love that. He's like trying so hard to describe gammon without actually saying gammon. This guy, Brexit is a sin from London. Do you think like he's got an angle at all? Just putting the question out to you. The obesity epidemic has taken a heavy toll, culminating in the vote for Brexit, as everyone knows that Brexit-ards gorge on fast food with their benefit payouts. And then they expect the NHS to bail them out. It's all sickening, to say the least. I wish you wouldn't say the least. I wish you would go on, actually, because it's just hours of fucking entertainment. Back I came again from Romania. Oh yes, Wetherspoons and Hungry Horse pubs. These are the establishments that Brexiteers go to for a slap-up birthday meal. Fact. Do you know what's really funny? I used to go to Hungry Horse for my birthday meals when I was about 14. How dare you? Don't you speak ill of the Hungry Horse, lad. Dr. Mantis 2 Buggen from DM head office. From Daily Mail head office. Says, Brexiteers eat cheap rubbish from Nando's, Wetherspoons, the Harvester. Again, nothing wrong with a good cheeky Nando's or Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons Curry Club, mate. Sorry we don't all go to Mayfair to pay like £20 for one quail egg. I am right, obviously. Herd Island and McDonald's Islands. Why are all these people from islands? Oh, I love this comment because it's like this is actually a mental person who wrote this. Ban them all. BTW, I did a good one just now regarding the date events. I said ... It was May Day! Ha 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 ha! My goodness, I laughed. That's just a mental person having some sort of aneurysm while I was trying to leave a comment. Or the last comment we'll look at is from Sour Avocado, London. Obviously they're from London, probably a fucking millennial. You can't buy a house if you spend too much money on avocados, mate. Eating is overrated and actually unnecessary. I haven't eaten anything for almost 3 years, and yet I'm still a highly successful businessman. You can get all the nutrients you need from inhaling nutrient vapor. What? Anyway, that's all for this video. If I seem a bit funny today, it's because I'm very hungover. But if you like this and you'd actually like to see me do more of this, it's actually a series I would stick to because I mean, I do this shit for like fun by myself anyway, to amuse myself. So, you know, why not put in a video and share it with you guys? Just let me know in the comment section below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. It's always just fun to laugh at the intellectually misfortunate. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.